Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to share my 6-step method for transitioning to a plant-based diet. I know a lot of you who watch this channel are really interested in plant-based living. Many of you are already vegan, but some of you have commented about how you're interested in making the change. So today I thought I would give you 6 steps that you can follow to make this transition simple, effortless, and also really fun. So let's go ahead and dive in. So step number 1 is to start by making simple swaps. It's a lot easier to make a habit something that actually lasts and that you stick with if you make simple changes from the beginning and then build upon that from there. So what I recommend you guys start by doing is making small little changes in your diet that help you build the foundation of your plant-based life. So if you are currently somebody that, for example, adds half and half to their coffee in the morning, try swapping that out with an almond milk or soy creamer. And really just making those little shifts is going to start to set the tone for your transition. And it's really gonna help you fight the feeling of overwhelm, which I know is a big struggle for a lot of people and something that a lot of people end up feeling way overwhelmed and then they just forget about their healthy eating or they forget about the diet altogether because they just can't handle it. So what I recommend is that you make one swap every couple days. And as you kind of get more comfortable with these little changes that you're doing, you can move on to step number 2. So step number 2 is all about one meal at a time. And you're gonna notice a theme as we're talking through this video that I'm really recommending you take it slow. And so the first thing, once we have kind of made those simple swaps, the next thing that I want you to do is start to incorporate one plant-based meal into your diet every single day. For me personally, the easiest one happens to be breakfast. So that is what I recommend to all of my clients and the people that I work with, that they make one plant-based meal, usually a breakfast, every single day. I choose breakfast because breakfast tends to be, for a lot of people, mostly plant-based. Things like smoothies, oatmeals, all of those things are really simple to make plant-based, and you probably already are making them plant-based, you just might not realize it. So stick with that for at least a week, and then you can start to incorporate additional meals, which moves us into step number 3. Step number 3 is to add one additional meal. So again, we're making incremental changes here, and if you're doing this on a weekly basis, like I do with my Powered by Plants program, you will be into your 3rd week, and by now you will be starting to feel the effects of following a more plant-based diet. You're gonna start to feel really great. You're gonna feel comfortable with how to cook this way. And so making the next step, which is making one additional meal plant-based, is really natural and effortless for you. If lunch is one of your things, meal prep is huge. If dinner, I recommend that you use your freezer and fridge as much as possible. So leverage leftovers, make a big pot of stew or chili and have it throughout the week. And that way you will not have to worry about cooking. You will not have to worry about finding different plant-based meals, and you're really gonna be prepared to make this transition. One of the other things that you can try to do, which is something that I give away in my Powered by Plants program, are using recipe formulas. Using recipe formulas is a great way for you to use the same sort of base that you would in one recipe, and then building upon that and creating different variations based on the ingredients that you have on hand or what you can find locally / seasonally. So recipe formula cards are something that is part of this 6-week program that I run. And if you're interested in learning more, you can check out the link in the description box below. Step number 4 is to go all in. So at this point, you should have already had at least 2 meals every single day that are plant-based. You're feeling super comfortable with this lifestyle. So taking that next leap, which is going fully plant-based, really isn't that hard. You're already kind of used to this way of cooking. You know what types of foods you like. You know what's working and what's not working with your body. And so adding in that extra step is really, really simple. This is often the step that people find to be the easiest, and it's also where they really start to see the amazing effects of following a primarily plant-based diet. So here is where I really recommend meal prep and how meal prep can really assist you. If you're somebody that goes to school or you work full-time, cooking plant-based or really just cooking any sort of meal can feel daunting and overwhelming. So meal prep will be key for you here. I recommend that you check out my meal prep playlist. But if you are interested in taking this one step further, again, I recommend that you check out the link in the description box below, learn more about the program that I'm offering, and I also actually will reserve some time at the end of this video to talk about the program as well. And now that you've kind of learned how to make this a habit, it's something that you are much more likely to stick with for the long term. And that is always my goal with everything that I'm sharing with you guys. I really want to show you how you can not just like jump on a fad diet, but really something that you can build and you can maintain and you can stick with so that healthy eating becomes just part of your everyday life and it becomes effortless for you. So step number 5 is to get more creative in the kitchen. And the reason that I include this in my 6-step method is that I find that you are much less likely to stick with something long-term if you get in a rut. So if you are somebody that gets into these cooking ruts and you just can't get out of them, you're eating the same thing every single day, that is not a recipe for success. So learning how to get creative in the kitchen, things like incorporating vegetables in new and exciting ways, or using spices to change up flavors, or building out component meals like I talked about in my meal prep video. Building out component meals so that you aren't eating the same thing every day is really going to be a factor in how well you succeed and how long you can stick with this diet. So learning how to get a little bit more comfortable in the kitchen, learning how to make small changes inside of your recipes to really transform them into a new dish will help you not only feel empowered, but it will help you see how amazing and vibrant this way of cooking can be. It'll help you stay excited. It will help your taste buds stay excited. And it will also really help your body. So if weight loss is something of a goal of yours, then this can be really key because you're changing things up on your body, you're keeping it guessing, you're keeping it engaged, and you're keeping your metabolism high and revved because you are changing things all the time and keeping it guessing. And then step number 6 is to stick with it for the long term. This is something that people struggle with. I know with fad diets especially, but even with plant-based living, I'll get comments from people saying that they've been vegan before and they just couldn't make it work. And really, I want to help give you the tools to make this a lasting change in your life because I know how beneficial it can be for your health. So my first tip, which is the most important part of this section, is to be kind with yourself. A lot of us are super strict when we are starting something new, and we don't allow ourselves any room for messing up. And when we are super strict with ourselves and we aren't forgiving, we just feel like when we do make a mistake or we do slip up in the way that we want to be eating, or animal products sneak into the diet even though we don't really want to be eating that, we freak out. We give up, we throw the day to hell, and we just say, I'm gonna be done with this, I'll give up for now, and I'll start it some other time. So I really want you to be gentle and to be kind with yourself because it will help you feel better about your body, it will help you feel better about the changes that you're making, and it won't feel like this rigid, strict diet that you have to follow. It'll feel like something that you want to do rather than have to do. The other thing is to find a supportive community. I know a lot of us live either with parents or spouses that don't necessarily believe in this diet or don't want to personally follow this diet themselves. I've talked about this in my videos before, but my boyfriend does not follow a plant-based diet. And really what has helped me a lot is to find a supportive community. And that is one of the huge benefits in the program that I'm about to tell you about, is that we have a private community as part of this round of the program, and it's really your support system. So when you're finding people who are encouraging, inspiring, providing advice, providing education, providing insights, and really just being there on a similar journey to you, you have a much better chance of succeeding for the long term because you have people to fall back on when times get tough. And you don't have to rely just on the people in your physical space, so your roommates, your parents, everything like that. If you're facing barriers and you're facing pushback from those people, having a supportive community who is following a similar path to you can be a game changer for you in this transition. So I also think one of the main things about making this stick for the long term is learning how to navigate social gatherings, learning how to, especially like the holiday season, learning how to be okay in a family or social setting and following this quote different diet. That can be really helpful for you. Also learning how to navigate eating out. That is another huge thing. It's also about motivating your family and the people around you to also make small tweaks in their lives so that it supports your health goals. So I want to take a little bit of time and tell you about my 6-week online training program called Powered by Plants. I've mentioned it throughout today's video, but really everything that I've talked about culminates into this one program. And I have packed everything in that we have talked about and talked about it in so much more detail inside of this program. So it's a 6-week training program. It includes exclusive videos that are not on my channel or anywhere else. It includes a bunch of meal plans, workout guides, a bunch of guides like navigating social gatherings, eating out, workout nutrition, and tons of reset guides and things like that. We also have audio files that you can download and take with you on the go. And of course, you are also getting access to that private community. And that is huge. One of the other benefits about that community that I have found to be personally really valuable, and my students have found to be really valuable as well, is that you are getting not only the encouragement and support from those people, but you're also getting daily support from me. So if you are part of this tribe here on YouTube, you know that there are over 100,000 of us. And I have so many people that write me questions, ask me questions, and I just don't personally have the time to respond to every single one of them. So if you have ever wanted to work with me on a one-on-one basis, you want more access to me and the knowledge that I provide, the recipes that I create, and really just need the support from somebody who has been through this transition as well, then this is the perfect space for you to do that, because I am in this group every single day. I do weekly live coaching calls for the entire 6 weeks, and you really are getting that guidance directly from me. So if this sounds like something that could help you, I would love to invite you to join our program Powered by Plants. I am so excited to be kicking everything off. We are starting the next round on November 6th, which is Monday, so we don't have a lot of time. So if you want to join, definitely take some time, read through the page that I linked in the description box below, and then all you have to do is hop on over to the checkout page, enter all of your information, and you will get instant access to the course. You will get a personal welcome message from me, you will get all of your login and registration details, and you will be off to the races. If this isn't something that you feel like could help you, then that is totally fine. I would just appreciate it if you could share it with somebody in your life that you think might benefit from it. Even just watching this video and the tips that are in this video, but if you know somebody who is interested in making the switch to a plant-based diet, I would be so appreciative if you would share this video with them and share the program with them so that I can help them make this transition as easily as possible. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you inside of the program. Of course, if you have any questions for me, definitely leave them in the comment box below. I will try to respond to as many as I can. Again, enrollment isn't open for that much longer, so make sure to join while you still have time. We have a really great group, and I am so excited to kick everything off. So I hope to see you inside the program, and I hope you have a really awesome rest of your Friday. Bye!